Hi, this is Travis Pearson for MM664 journal assignment for Unit 8. The journal for this week is to talk about something I haven't seen before. So we had to discharge a patient basically against her will. We had a patient that was malingering that had been there for almost 3 weeks. She had not been participating in any groups. She's been isolating in her room. She has a long history of this. She is borderline. She come in with this exact same thing when we talked about plans for discharge. We tried to get her to focus on places she could go and stay, and she just was non-compliant with medication treatment. She was non-compliant with therapy. She was non-compliant with providers. She was non-compliant with any type of helping her out. So we had to discharge her, and when we went down to her room to talk to her, she says, "I'm going to kill myself right after this," which if you look in the note, which was 3 months ago, she was in this particular facility. She said the exact same thing. It's just kind of an eerie feeling when you have a borderline tell you that, because you're like, they're probably going to go self-harm. They could do something, it's just not fun, because it just gives you that tingling in the back of your mind that, you know, some people use that as a weapon, and it really is not cool in psychiatric medicine to have a patient say that. But she had been safe on the unit. She was future focused about a surgery she had coming up. So like, she met criteria for not getting treatment, and she was also malingering on the facility. So, but that to me was a new experience that I've never had to have the luxury of experiencing that. As a nurse, we've had a few of those, but as a provider, to have them actually say that, the nurse is kind of like the bad guy that has to get them out of there, but the provider is the one that has to write the discharge orders. We had to do a very extensive discharge note. We put in a lot of documentation, so it took us like an hour or two to go through all the stuff. There's a whole bunch of safety plan procedures that she refused, and it was just a big ordeal. And I don't think these people have the insight to know the kind of work it takes to discharge somebody that is non-cooperative with treatment and help. And you're just like, what do you want us to do, because it's so tough. She says, I need you guys need to provide me with a place to live. And I'm like, unfortunately, that's not our job, and we're a short-term facility, inpatient facility. And she just lacked all kinds of insight and just had no ability to understand what she was doing, or it was a behavioral component of what she was doing, and it's just frustrating. So that was a newer experience with me that was definitely frustrating and interesting at the same time. So I have a better understanding of how to kind of deal with those type of patients. So that's my journal for this week. Thank you. Bye.